Minecraft. It's a game played by millions all around the world on a variety of different devices and in a variety of different ways. But regardless of what device you're playing on, the first step in every new Minecraft world is almost always the same. Get to a tree and mine some wood. Dude, we'll let this kid think he's a content creator. Did you even tell him what this video is about? Yo, chill, I'm getting there. Alright, here goes. It was 10 years ago. Cut. Bro, you're not even my producer. Shut up. Why are you rushing? Literally, why are you rushing? Fine. Alright, action. It was 10 years ago when a young Lapis was scouring the aisles of his school book fair to find something worthwhile. Fast forward to present day, I was shuffling through the books in my closet when something caught my eye. And no, it wasn't a monster. Instead, I found the very same books from that book fair so many years ago. Introducing the Minecraft Handbooks pack, last updated in 2015. Now, given that Minecraft can be played in so many different ways, I wondered how Minecraft was meant to be played. How did the creators want us to play? So, I dove right into the book with a fresh new world. The first thing you do when you load up a world is to
hope and pray.
And my prayers were answered, because I got a lucky spawn. I spawned in and walked around to make sure I had everything on the list. Trees? Check. Rocks? Check. Water? Check. And animals? Check. There you go. And here's chicken. Daytime only lasts 10 minutes, so we want basic resources and a shelter to stay safe. To get wood, hold down left click on your mouse to break a log. You'll pick it up if you're close enough and it'll appear in your inventory. Repeating this 15 times and then converting that wood into planks. Take the logs from your inventory by pressing E to the little crafting menu that shows up in the top right. These planks can then be utilized to make a crafting table, a staple of Minecraft gameplay, which allows you to basically craft everything in the game. For our purposes, it can be used to make sticks for a pickaxe, an axe, and a shovel, allowing you to mine faster. The leaves on a tree will naturally decay, dropping sticks and saplings which can be planted to grow another tree. Minecraft also has 12 different types of wood, with this one being called birch wood. With all that out of the way, the next step is to craft torches. You just keep placing them and you never realize how many you've used. The recipe for torches consists of coal and a stick. You think it was that easy for cavemen back in the day? Coal is also used as a fuel source in furnaces. I ventured into this small cave, finding another patch of coal and mining it to prepare a makeshift shelter for the night. While mining out this area of the cave, I was able to craft a full set of stone tools from the stone I mined up, making mining even faster and more efficient. Night was setting in very quickly, with the moon being nice and bright. The main thing about your first night is that your shelter doesn't need to look nice, but it should be well lit, have an opening to see the outside world, one that doesn't let mobs in, and have plenty of space. As I peered out the window, I came across our very first mob, the zombie. Zombies have 20 health points, meaning 10 hearts, and will do 2 to 4 health points of damage to you. Rarely, a zombie will have armor or a weapon. After finishing the den, I put down my crafting table to make a chest to empty some items from my inventory. One thing about Minecraft is that you'll always have more items than you can hold, so chests are a fantastic way to stay organized and empty. I replaced my shovel, and in case I had any mob encounters, crafted a sword, although there is an argument to be made for axes being better than swords in most situations. Satisfied with my work for the night, I sat around for a while watching the sunrise, as I waited to get outside and explore once more. Given that the first night had come to an end, your boy was hungry. I searched around to see if there were any animals nearby, finding some eggs that had been laid by chickens along the way. These eggs can be thrown to spawn baby chickens or used in baking recipes.
How dare you look at me with those eyes?
Yo, bro, I was joking, bro. Where you going? Yo! Alright, it's over. Anywho, here's the spider. These little guys are passive during the day, but haters come night. They have 8 hearts and do about 1 to 1.5 hearts of damage, which isn't too bad. They also drop spider eyes, which can be used in potions and string, which is useful for a variety of purposes. Now, if you notice here, I suddenly stopped sprinting. This is because in Minecraft, when your hunger bar is at 3 or below, you are unable to sprint. This is the first case where I come in to fill in the gaps between Minecraft 10 years ago and now. Man, I'm old. Food in the newest version of the game can give you saturation, which is basically a timer until your hunger bar goes down. This timer can be sped up by running around or taking damage, and you usually want to eat food that not only gives you hunger bars but also saturation. Cooked foods and golden foods are some of the best foods to consume. Since eating raw pork chops gave me 2.5 hunger bars and a very small amount of saturation, I crafted a furnace and grabbed some coal to cook them. This essentially makes food more efficient. By eating cooked pork chops, I not only get 4 hunger bars, but also a solid amount of saturation. It's important to remember that you only heal when your hunger bar has less than 1 bar missing. As I continued exploring, I came across a herd of horses, which can be tamed and equipped with a saddle for faster transport, and sheep. Sheep were absolutely vital at this point, given that the next night was quickly approaching, and making a bed to sleep through the night would keep us safe from mobs. After grabbing some pumpkins, I noticed this one cherry blossom tree, and the tree was just so magnificent that, well, yeah. After grabbing all of my items from my chest, I left my dumpy little cave and made this glorious tree my new home. After organizing for some time, the night was coming to a close, and it was important that we stay safe. And well, what's the best way to stay safe? Just go to sleep. The next morning, the first thing to catch my eye was a certain structure. Introducing the Ruin Portal. A very common structure found in nearly every biome, both in the overworld and the nether. It can include some pretty valuable loot. I reached my chest and got 5 enchanted items, a chestplate, a pickaxe, and 3 helmets, alongside 1 piece of obby. I'm not quite sure why I need 3 helmets, I don't have 3 heads, but anyways, it was about time I settled down and made a proper home, so I got to clearing out this area to make room for my house. As I mined, however, there was one sound that was slowly driving me insane. Yo, this! So I headed down into the mines to find my first bits of iron. Wait. This isn't iron? Instead, it's one of the most useless ores in the game, and all you can do with it is make a magnifying glass, a lightning rod, and a block whose name is hilariously long. Anyways, I immediately found my first vein of iron, mining a vein of 8 raw iron, cooking it in my furnace, and utilizing that iron for some very important crafts. Firstly, I made an iron pickaxe, followed by a bucket, and finally a shield. Shields can be utilized to protect you against most forms of damage, so they are extremely useful. After crafting that pickaxe, I had 3 different types of picks in my inventory. The stone pick, which has 131 durability and can mine iron. The gold pick, which has 32 durability, is the fastest pickaxe but can only mine stone and coal. And the iron pickaxe, which has 250 durability, can mine everything except obsidian and netherite ore, and is one of the most commonly used picks in the game. I filled my water, both in person and in game, guys, stay hydrated, and continued mining away. Or well, I tried mining, until the entire cast of Coco tried to shoot me to death. Skeletons are my least favorite mobs. They do so much damage in groups and are so annoying to fight. Even after killing 3, 4 more spawned in. All I wanted was some iron, and man, they hurt. Oh no. After an unfortunate bout, I ran back down, grabbing all of my stuff and reorganizing myself before I turned back for round 2. Yeah, you stay down there. I continued going deeper into the caves. Another easy way to kill a skeleton is also to use a bow and arrow. Bro, just hit a shot. Where's my aimbot? Now, the deeper you go, the more dangerous it can get, and that's when we came across a witch. The witch is a powerful mob that will throw a variety of harmful potions at you, while consuming helpful potions itself. It has 13 hearts and can do plenty of damage very quickly. The best way to kill a witch is by keeping your distance, out of reach of the splash potions, and using a bow and arrow. Or, you can attack it with a sword when it's drinking its own helpful potions. Given that there were so many mobs everywhere, I decided to upgrade my gear. The difference between gold and iron armor is 4 armor bars, and having a full set of the same armor gives you a bonus half of an armor bar. After gearing up, I encountered one of the most infamous mobs in Minecraft, the logo of the game itself, the Creeper. The Creeper, similar to its name, creeps up on you and blows up in your face. It has 10 hearts and can do up to 12 hearts of damage. In the newer versions, it's really useful to have a shield, which will reduce nearly all the damage from a Creeper. After mining some lapis, yes, I found myself very funny, I decided to make my way up. You could say that I no longer yearn for the mines. Upon surfacing, I upgraded my shovel and got straight back to mining. I could have made you guys sit through all of that mining, but I didn't. and you're welcome. And soon enough, it was time to mine the very final block. Here's the before, and here's the after. Fully flattened and ready to build on. I filled an entire double chest with dirt and stone, and did some last minute terraforming to make the hill look a little bit nicer. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and in the next video, I'm going to be building a house on this very cleared land, the Minecraft Construction Handbook way. If you made it to the end, I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. Additionally, feel free to leave any feedback in the comments, since this is the most highly edited video I've ever worked on, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Lastly, have a nice day, and peace out. Little note to end off, you probably saw me zooming in throughout this video. That's courtesy of a mod called Optifine Zoom. Mods are tools you can add to Minecraft, and they just help improve your gameplay. You can get more frames, have access to more useful features, and a quick and easy way to have almost every mod you'd ever need is by playing Minecraft through a client, and I'm using Lunar Client. There are other trusted clients, mod packs you can use, but be sure to never download from anything other than the client's official website, and don't download mods sent directly to you, even if they're from your best friend.